What's poppin', y'all? It's your boy Frankie. Welcome back to my humble home for another edition of Frankie's Faves, a series where I share with you my favorite experiences straight out of my journal. My first month in recovery, also my 1 month in rehab, I was super hyped about going through the steps of AA. My counselor advised me that their goal was to get me through the first 5 steps before I returned home. No big deal, I thought. How hard could these steps be anyways? Steps 1 through 3 were fairly easy for me. Now it was time to jump into the 4th. I dived in head first with no floaties. It wasn't too long before I realized that making a searching and fearless inventory of myself would be like hitting a brick wall. According to Socrates, an unexamined life is not worth living. If this self-examination was going to add worth to my life, it was going to come to me with a big price tag. I sat in silence, pen in hand, and my journal in front of me. I began to write about the people that had harmed me. Then, I began to write about the role that I played in each instance. Much to my own surprise, I uncovered that in the depths of my heart, I was holding on to hate towards 2 people in my life whom I'd once loved so much. I'd perceived myself to be such a good person all my life that the thought that I could hate anyone never crossed my mind. As I sat there, suddenly aware of my own shortcomings, with nowhere to run or no alcohol to sedate my feelings and new discoveries, I was overcome with grief, anger, remorse, sadness, and guilt. The feelings were so overwhelming that my body began physically shaking as uncontrollable streams of tears rolled out of my eyes. I needed all this to stop, and I needed it to stop immediately, if not sooner. I hurried to my counselor's office, where I quickly realized there would be no way around the feelings this time. My only options were to go through the feelings or to drink again. And so I understood the concept that the 12 steps of AA would give me the tools necessary to fight for my own life. So I understood that I wasn't as good and innocent of a person as I had fooled myself to believe. So I understood that my soul is having a full human experience, often dotted with missteps, but always with the promise of a better tomorrow. Socrates was right. An unexamined life is not worth living. The 4th step of AA woke within me a desire to no longer go through life dormant and unaware that I am a spiritual being having a human experience. Until next time, and remember, if you're going to spend the day dreaming, be sure to dream big. Bye, Jim.